Hello, my YouTube friends. I have just done a 1 hour and 15-minute reaction to a 28-minute clip of Grace Vanderwaal on AGT in 2016. It's one of my favorite clips of all time by a man named Ross de Bouillon on YouTube. It was one that came out in November of 2016, and it's the intros and outros reactions by judges, audience, school principal, Grace, family, everything else. And I just was in a mood to sort of reminisce with Grace coming out with a new album soon. I wanted to go back and just re-experience that whole thing. So what I did in this video is I stopped it probably almost 100 times and just talked about the facial expressions, the body language of Grace and everybody else around her, her family, the judges, Nick Cannon, everybody, the audience. And it's on Patreon. It's on my Patreon account. I'm not putting it on YouTube. So I hope you will come over there and join me on my Patreon account and become a subscriber. I'm putting a bunch of things on Patreon that I'm not putting on YouTube. That has started this month. And so come over there and join me. And there's going to be a whole lot on Grace Vanderwaal over there. So hope to see you over there. In the meantime, there is a little clip here of my intro on it. So I'll put that on the end of this video. Okay, y'all take care of yourselves. Bye now. Okay, my friends, I'm in the mood again to have that full mind-blowing experience of Grace Vanderwaal on AGT in 2016. It's been a couple of years since I watched this full 28-minute clip that was put out by Ross de Bouillon on YouTube, November 4th, 2016. It's a compilation of the experience. It's the wonderful intros and outros that AGT did on Grace with her family, Nick Cannon, the judges, the audience, even the school principal. And it just shows everything. And I watched this seriously, this 28-minute clip that was put out by Ross. I watched it at least a couple of dozen times. In that first year after Grace won AGT. Of course, I had to have at least a couple of paper towels with me to blow my nose. What I'm going to do in this reaction is I am going to not so much comment on her music. I've done it many times. This time it's going to be about Grace and everybody around her. What are the facial expressions? What are the body movements? Nick Cannon, the judges, the audience, Grace, the principal, her classmates, obviously her family members. I mean, and I want to talk about some of the differences between how her family members are handling this, how she's handling it. It's wonderful to watch. And even Nick Cannon, you know, his sort of skepticism in that first episode, and then he's of course he's completely bought into the Grace Vanderwaal experience later on. But anyway, I want to warn you ahead of time. I'm going to be stopping this probably more than 100 times on a frame, looking at everybody's facial expressions, or talking about what somebody just said, talking about Grace herself. So if you're in this to just watch the 28-minute clip all the way through, I'll have a link to it, but that's not what this is going to be. This is going to be looking at and evaluating and experiencing the whole thing in little frame shots occasionally. So let's jump into this and enjoy the experience.